I'm gonna show a little trick to gain a lot of money in the beginning of the game, and also a little trick that it can be very useful for a lot of parts of the game. It's in here, right here, in the beginning of the game. It always appears a dark cloud. A dark cloud is a phenomenon in this game that makes the enemies stronger and makes them appear very quickly and gave a lot of money. They gave the 3 times the normal amount of money and also an extra GP always. As I say, in the beginning of the game, unless you have already broken it, it always appears here anytime in this place, and this dark cloud will appear. So all you have to do is come here, and an enemy will appear exactly the same moment you enter. It's very fast. There, the enemies spawn very fast, incredibly fast. So all you have to do is go out and kill him. We go out because even they gave more less money, 840. These enemies will spawn very slow, but here, if you go out, they will spawn in the same moment you came out. You have to ensure do not kill him inside the dark cloud. If you kill him inside the dark cloud, this dark cloud will be destroyed and the trick will be ruined, because you will have to wait a few hours or maybe a day for the dark cloud to spawn again. As you see, entering is immediately. The enemies appear very fast. So even in if they gave less money, it's much more easy to kill them. These enemies, the only problem is in the beginning of the game, these enemies only appears for 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. The main problem is that they spawn very low in the game. In that period of time, they always appears. It's the only enemy that appears in that period of time, but he appears very slow. It can take him for 1 minute, normally 2 minutes to spawn. Even if you are in a place where the enemies will spawn very fast, this enemy, it always takes a lot of time for him to spawn. So this place is perfect for that, because you make them spawn right in front of your face, and in about 5 seconds you have already fought another one and already killed one. You can fight another one, and it's extremely good. Another thing you have to do is stop the time. It's very useful to stop the time so you can have more time to kill them, and just keep entering and going out. Very important, go out, because if you fight in there, the trick will be over. You can always exit the fight using this ability to exit the fight. It doesn't take any GP, but the problem this ability has is that it will move you in time 1 hour, and that will be very bad, because if you're fighting in this period of time for 4 a.m. to 6 a.m., you really need the time. You cannot spoil it like losing an hour like that. This also works, as I said, is very useful for all the game, because you can do it always in any moment of the game. If you want to fight a lot of enemies, if you come across for one of these dark clouds, you just enter and fight out of it. So that way you can spawn and make the enemies spawn very fast, and you can kill them more faster. And as you see, this enemy, for killing him in the beginning of the game, the more important thing is giving him side effects. Side effects is the more effective way for killing him. This soldier is angry against me. Okay, let's see if the enemy, yes, the enemy can spawn, no matter what. Okay, as I was saying, it's very important to make the enemy get side effects, like I'm gonna show you. It's very important in the beginning to get the magic drop. The magic defense is very important to make him drop it, and also the physical is important. The physical defense is also important to make him drop it. And this last ability, I'm gonna give it to him. This one is the most important, the most useful. It makes the enemy very weak against or attacks. He takes a lot of damage once you have made it. And once you made all the side effects, what you have to do is use magic to provoke him a takedown. Usually the wind is, even if this enemy do not has any elemental ability, the wind is usually works very fast for him to get a takedown. And once you get a takedown, usually he gets a physical defense drop, or a very large physical defense drop, and you can finish him with physical attacks. Remember that usually when he takes a takedown, a lot of side effects. He provokes himself a lot of side effects, not only one, about 3 or 4, and some of the side effects that you have already provoked him can disappear. This works for the magic defense drop. If you have provoking this one, the second one, do you see the second symbol? If you have provoked the magic defense drop, that one will disappear if you make him a takedown, so it's important to get it again. This attack that he makes is very important to block it, and the first time you can block it just raising your shield, but in the second time is not very useful. Usually it's better to try to avoid him getting away from him. That attack makes you, he puts side effects on you. As you see, he makes it slow, and he also makes the ability that I was talking about, this one to make the attacks be a lot of way more stronger against you. And once he's in this state, you just attack with magic and finish him with a takedown. In the beginning, that tactic will still work very good, and as you see, this amount of money for the first day is very good. And also he gives very low GP. Normally this wouldn't allow us to use the ability. The ability to stop time costs 1 GP, and this one taking for fight 0.13 is very slow, but if you fight here this fast, entering and exit is very usually to get more fights in a row, so you can before your time stopped ability runs out, you can gain a new GP and use it again. Also, there is another good thing here, is that not very far away we've got these restaurants that give food. You can recover your health with them, so it gives time. If you have lost a lot of health and you don't have enough GPs to heal yourself, you can also go back here, use the GP ability to not go farther, and recover your health here. It's a very good spot to do it. And that's it. Is the most important thing to remember. It is not destroying this dark cloud. It appears, I think if you already if you also destroyed it, it can also appear later in another day or something like that. And as you see, if you finally kill him here, you'll see he's much stronger. He takes, as you see, he's taking way more attacks, but he is gonna give us a lot of money, 3 times the normal amount. So if you want to finish him already, you can also go in here right now. It's also important if you're trying to get more money in the beginning of the game or in any moment of the game, and you came across one of these dark cloud. If a weak enemy appears inside, just go out and try get a little farther from it, so the enemies disappear, and go again, waiting for a much stronger enemy to appear here. Because if you fight a stronger enemy that gives more money, you will gain more money against a stronger foe instead of a weakling. And that's it. Hope it's useful for you. See ya.